What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I am streaming live on two channels on the Floridian Rollo and those who's tuning in to the Rollo Sports channel. Yeah, so, hey, we're going to talk about this. Men tired of the games. That's right. So, about an hour ago, I seen a couple of clips that were a few years ago. And one in particular was at the workplace. One in particular was at the school where both parents had to pick up their daughter in Atlanta, in Sniville, Atlanta, Georgia, which is one of those towns out there in Georgia called Sniville, Snivlle, if I'm pronouncing it correctly or pronunciation of the word spelling correctly. And also the guy that was working at this particular company that was on World Star Hip Hop was also working in one of those towns where the guy who recorded the video talking about he was missing time. How many of you, when you work at the work site, you got things to take care of and they mess with your hours? Did you ever went through that? I've been through that a few times, people messing with the hours. You put in all this work and you missing the hours, or you didn't get paid a check. I've been through that a few times. Just think about it. You got stuff to take care of. You got responsibility to take care of, and the company didn't put in the time, even if you're doing it by, stamping. They stamp the thing, you put the machine you check in, you check out, break or whatever. Now you have it to where you put one of your thumbs, your pinky, whatever, you put it there, and that's how you check in electronically. In most cases, you got to show your face. That's how you check in, right? Or in most cases, you use your phone to check in. You at the location, boom, you check in, you punched in, right? Which I believe that's the best one, is your phone to punch in. So shout out to the South. You can't do that in the North States. In the South, if you're working a gig, whether it be Walmart or any of these companies, Amazon, whatever the case may be, in the South, you use your phone to check in. You pronunciate your time in, and then you put your location on. That's where they know you at that location, you in that parameter, you punch in. Running Up 360 said, yay, had company not pay for my travel time. So you mean to tell me that you travel and didn't get paid? I heard about that too. That's another, man. That's a serious thing, especially if you're in another country. I remember when I was in the traveling community, a couple of guys we helped out because they didn't get paid. They showed the receipt. So we all chipped in and helped the two people out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you don't want. That's why I'm saying, man. That's why I'm saying, like, men is tired, y'all. Honestly, a lot of ladies ask me this question, right? Why the men are tired? Well, I'm telling you why. One of the reasons why the men are tired. Think about it, especially if you're dealing with a man too, and he deal with the nonsense. Hold on one second. Hold on. I got something to take care of. Hold on. Yeah, so like I was saying, think about that situation. You're trying to take care of your responsibilities. You took time off. You're supposed to get paid, and they didn't pay you. Yeah, I heard about that. That's even crazy too. So what's happening now is that they have it to where they could pay you the same day, right? They expect you to be there on time. They expect you to do your work, and they don't pay you. What if you have a situation with your lady that you agree upon? What if you have a situation with people you're supposed to do business with and the money don't come through? Are you going to stay or are you going to leave? That's the question I have for the guys and the ladies. What the guys? Because it's tough to want to do work when you don't get paid for your work and you got to wait another 2 weeks. Think about it. Some people got to wait another month. I heard most cases people get paid every month. And when they don't get paid that month, now they gotta wait another month. I said, you must be out your mind. You got this bill to pay, you got this other bill to pay, you gotta get from work to point A to point B, gas, fluctuates and all that. I'm like, yo, you ain't gotta tell me twice. Me personally, I'm out. I'm out. Now, yeah, you try to save what you could save, and savings can happen. It's just that it's a lot more difficult, and these companies know that. Hey, listen, these companies know you're trying to save. You ain't trying to stay with them too long. A company will know. You know what I'm saying? They're not born yesterday. You know. So what you have to do is you have to go in there and not let them see that you're leaving. Because normally what happens is what companies do is when they know you leaving, that's when they play with your money. That's when they do the skits and act like you didn't work there. All the evidence is there, all the witnesses is there. And the thing is, even with these schools, they do skits. When your children is on point, they do ultimate skits to get you frustrated. Let's say you working, handling business, your lady's taking care of errands, and all of a sudden the school playing around. You get a call out of nowhere. You in the zone, mind you. You in the zone, and you get a call out of nowhere. Now you frustrated. You got to tell the gig, and then you got to call your lady so that you could go to the school. This happened a few years ago in Georgia. It's still going on, man. I'm telling y'all, man. People are so miserable where they at that if you're not a miserable person and they see you are on the up and up, best to believe that they're gonna try to get you off your square. They're gonna try to get you upset, and this is the reason why a lot of men are tired of the games with the workplaces, with these schools, with these environments. And some ladies are starting to see it. That's what they meant. You're starting to see the frustration. You wonder why he's frustrated. You wonder why he don't want to, he's tired of society. Let's show how you doing. Long time no see. What's going on in Tessiana? What's going on with you, Tessiana, lady? We got the young lady Let's Show in the building from Tessiana. The Tessiana, the Texas. It's a lot of Texas ladies been watching a lot lately. Shout out to you, Tessiana ladies. Yeah, so I'm telling y'all, that's why the men are tired. They're tired of being played, lied to by these entities. And that's why you don't see a lot of men in the workplace. That's why a lot of men is chilling. You know what I'm saying? Cultivating the fact that Why would you want to go to a place you're not welcome, number one? And number two, no matter what the pay is, you want to go to a place that you are going to not be harassed, stalked, disrespected. And a lot of women have been coming to me about this. A lot of women have been coming to me about this behind the scenes. They say, hey, Rollo, the men is no longer in the workplace. And I have to explain to them why. I said, it's not you ladies, for the most part, it's the men that's in charge of managing who are a-holes. There's a lot of men in society who's in charge that are a-holes. And they don't want to see men have social development skills. They want to see men going at women. They want to blame the woman. I don't blame the woman for what's going on with society. It's the a-hole Debos who's in charge that's making it hard for actual men to succeed. And so now a lot of men starting to realize it's not the women's fault. The women got to do what they got to do to make sure they good, right? At the same time, you have women waking up, the daughters of Zion in particular, is realizing that they being played too. They realize they being played. Because I had one who told me that was an HR who fired a lot of brothers. And I asked her, why did you fire a lot of brothers? She said the men that was over her, the men that are not men, they want to be men, they came to her and say, fire these brothers because they making too much money. Wait a minute. So a man not supposed to make money? So we're supposed to sit here and not provide for our ladies. We're not supposed to provide for our children. We're not supposed to provide for people in terms of need. And you talking about you a man? That's not in my Bible. That's the Debo. The Debo wants to weaken the men so he can have the woman thinking that he's not capable of taking care of her, so that she goes to the Debo with his wicked, deceitful ways. And guess what? Now we have a bunch of babies that's coming from the devil and not from God. And that's what you're seeing right now. This is the playbook, y'all. This is the playbook we're seeing right now. She says, yeah, society is messed up. No point of building America anymore because it's dying society low key. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me get to this one. Rollo, what up, bro? Salute. These companies attempt a lot of mind games once they get you behind the scenes. That's facts. That's facts. Yep. Wow, a lot of brothers. She fired. No, she's not racist. They racist. I'm going to tell you something. You got men who's racist of seeing you making money. You got a lot of men, even online, are racist of you making money. You have these over-religious, you have men in secret. Not ladies, guys. Ladies are not the issue. I want you to understand something. The ladies are not the issue. They just happen to be caught up in the nonsense, and they waking up to see that it's not the men, it's the men who claims to be men are the ones who's messing up relationships. So what's happening is the men that are men are they're not gonna put themselves out there and be disrespected. Because see, what happens is when you get in these sissies' face, these Debos, these demons, these nobodies, when you get in their face, now you put yourself either in jail or you capped economically, with the allegations, with the lies that's going on. Right now in New York, You can't be a man to work. I'm going to say it again. Right now, currently in New York, you cannot be a man to work. There's men who are downsizing their manhood to provide their family. I can't do that. I'm sorry. If I can't be a man and do what men need to do, I can't work for places like that. And that's why I said the South is where it's at. Because at least in the South, depending on where you at in the South, they're not on that funny stuff as much as it is in the North. I wouldn't advise anybody to move to the North State. I get it. You can make more money in the North State. At the same time, you don't know the consequences that come behind that. They will try to make you, before you start working, they're going to play games with you. They're going to try to test your manhood. They're going to do all types of skits, just like in the days of Jim Crow, where they mind manipulate you. They physically try to, devalue you. So by the time you with these people, you don't even know what like to be a man no more. And then your lady looking at you crazy. Like, what type of man? What the heck is going on with my man? Yo, they doing some real warlock and witchery up here, y'all. I'm telling you. Because people I grew up with, they have to value their manhood. The people I grew up with in New York, they have to value their manhood just to work a 9 to 5. I would not do that for no industry. Why the heck would I do that for some company? So what I want you to see in this video, fair use, you're going to see a man a few years ago step to the person in charge of the, I guess it's the general manager. So you're going to see this brother step to this Gentile Esau. You're going to see what happens. So let's get to the video. This is on World Star. We haven't heard that word in a long time. World Star Hip Hop. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it set up. As you enter into the chat, make sure you like the video. Let me get it set up. Hold on 1 second. It's going to be a lot of cussing, so I'm going to have to put it with my monetization after the show. Let me get it ready. All right. I'm going to let it play through. It's only 2 minutes and 46 seconds. It's 2 minutes and 46 seconds. This is about 6 years ago or 7 years ago. All right. I'm going to let it play through. All right, y'all. I'm not going to stop it. You're going to hear it, and then I'm going to tell you my take on it. All right, here we go.
Not work all week. 5 days a week, right? So where the fuck is my money going? Time going on when?
You didn't work last Thursday.
When do time go in? Time going on Wednesday. And I did work last Thursday. I worked all week last week. Why the fuck you don't write our hours down? You see how you playing with my money talking about you didn't work last Thursday? Kobe, did I not work all week last week? I work every fucking day. Every single fucking day. Now why the fuck is you playing with me, bruh? You think, bruh, like, come outside, bruh. Because that's how I'm feeling right now. Because you think this shit a game, bruh. If you want to knuckle, we can go in the fucking rain. Bro, my check is 27, bro, and I worked all week last week. Explain to me why my money is fucking short. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can.
How?
What time did you get the fucking
Stop
work?
fucking asking
I'm not
what time.
I'm serious.
So what's up, bro? You want a buck?
What
You want a
time you
buck?
get to work?
Do you want a buck? Because we can fucking buck. What's poppin'? We can buck, nigga. You playing with my fucking money.
Get out of my face.
Ain't no fucking get out of your face. Stop playing with my bread, bro.
Get out of my face.
And what?
Get out of my
And
face.
what?
Get out of my face.
And what?
Get out of my face.
What you gonna do about my bread? Huh? Explain my money. What you gonna do about my money?
What time did you get to work on Monday?
What
Every
the
day.
fuck?
What time did you start work?
Bruh. Because I really...
I'm being dead serious. What time did you start work?
How do you calculate how much money I make then, since you want to worry about what time I start work?
It's time you fucking start
Bro,
work.
back up out my face, 'cause you spitting in my face, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
The time you get to work, the time you're done, and the amount of work you get done.
How do you know what time I get off and come to work? How?
I know what time he
How?
gets here. Because I'm still here when he
You
gets
know what
here.
time he get here. How do you know what time I start working?
Because I know it takes him...
Answer my fucking question. How do you know what time I start working? Are you there?
No, I'm
So
not.
how the fuck do you know? How do you know
I
what
know-
time I get off work?
I know he's
How do
gonna
you know
ask
what
me-
time I get off work? How do you know what time I get off work? I want to hear this shit. How?
No. I
So
know
how
he's
the
here
fuck you
after-
gonna calculate my money then? How you gonna calculate my money and you don't know what fucking time I get off work?
Easy.
How?
I'm here after he gets back. Turn your fucking phone off.
Man, you better handle what's in front of you.
Your business. Don't worry about this. Cause you playing with my bread, bro. You really playing with my money, bro. You really gonna make me see about you, bro. If my motherfucking check ain't reimbursed next week, we have a problem. I know you can't fix it now, so I ain't gonna get on your fucking ass. But you playing with my bread, bro. You think it's the game. You think I won't go on your shit. You really think I won't go on your shit? I don't give a fuck about this job. Because literally you've been playing with me for the last fucking 3 weeks. Now, if you feel like you boss up and you want to jump out your seat, there's plenty of fucking space outside. Plenty. Stop playing with my fucking bread, bro.
Yep. Let me tell you something, ladies. When your man ain't gonna feel right. When he ain't got certain things going on, he ain't gonna feel right about the situation for real, for real. Think about it, 3 weeks he ain't get paid. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks he didn't get paid. And that's when he just came in there and stormed in there after 3 weeks. Yo, there's so many stories in New York I'm hearing I didn't even get to yet. I'm going to get to those stories because I'm so sick of New York that I'm exposing a lot of companies. Since they want to play this game with me, they don't want to give me work. I'm going to expose them. So I'm going to capitalize on my channel. Exposing these New York companies that is playing games with New York American citizens. If you're a New York American citizen and you're working in these 9-to-5s, holla at me in the chat. Let me know your story. Let's get your story out there. Let's expose the Ponzi scheme of these companies in New York City right now. To whereas no matter if it's the MTA, no matter if it's housing, it don't matter who it is. If you've gone through the Ponzi scheme with these weirdos, as a man with these weirdo men in charge of these businesses, and you've been told that you may not be in that company too long, and they replacing you with a migrant, holla at me. Holla at me on this channel. It's time to expose these cowards. Because, see, they don't want you to be a man, and then they want you to argue with the ladies at the site. Fellas, don't argue with the ladies. It's not the ladies' fault. The ladies don't have nothing to do with it. Now, they will send a lady to get you fired. And these ladies do it out of fear. These ladies do it out of fear because they've been threatened. You got to understand something, fellas. These ladies get threatened by these weak men to lie on you, to slander you, whether it be on the internet or off the internet. These ladies get threatened by these weak men, okay? Now we're going to go to the schooling. All right, we're going to go to the schooling right now. Hold on 1 second. We're going to go to the schooling, and I'm going to let it play through, all right? Hold on, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on. Let me go to the schooling. Yep. This is a national news first station. So what I'm going to do is, this is about 6 years ago. We're going to play this clip. We're going to let it play through. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, let's get to it. Let's listen.
For themselves.
No. Can I explain to you, sir? Can I just talk to you, explain to you? What we do is, they have a big screen in their room, and when their bus comes up, we have adults all through the hallway here that
So
help.
if y'all got adults all through the hallway, how did it happen for the third time?
Okay.
Not the first. The first time I was calm. I was understanding because I understood it could happen. The second time I was mad, but I let it go. The third time, my son called me from the bus,
Crying, yelling,
screaming, talking about he don't know where his sister is.
Right.
I'm supposed to be at work, which is an hour away from where we live here in Snellville. Now imagine if I went to work. My 5-year-old daughter would be here.
stuck.
Miss Curry left early today. We did have the parapro in the room. I don't know what happened, but I can try to get Miss Fields, and we can try to figure out what happened.
Unacceptable.
Let me ask you this.
Unacceptable.
My son told them to stop, but he said, don't pull off. I cannot leave without my sister. And they told him to leave anyway. My son was on the bus screaming and crying, and y'all still told the bus to pull off.
No, we don't-
Whoever it was,
Whoever
there
made
there
that
was a
decision.
teacher who told him to pull off.
That's transportation.
They should have left. They just should have let my son get off the bus and
Right,
find his
and I
sister,
agree with
because
that.
that's what we told him to do.
I agree with
They
that.
didn't allow him to get off the bus.
That's transportation. That's a separate.
It was a
That's
teacher
not a
that told
separate
him.
entity. If y'all allow these buses to come pick these kids up, therefore you're responsible.
No, sir. When
You're
they
responsible
get on the bus,
when
they
you
decide if they can
no.
keep them or
I
not
release
keep
my
them.
child to get on your bus to come to your school. Until my child makes it home through my door, you're responsible for my child, not me.
No.
You are. Until my child reaches back
I'm gonna
down,
let you handle it 'cause I
until
can't
my
talk
child
about
reaches
that.
back down where I live, you're responsible for.
Now there's a program now, for those who don't know. There's a program with the cab service. I forget the name of the company. And you have a driver that can pick up your kids in the South, right? You have a designated driver that works for the school that can pick up your child. Now, most people ain't going to allow that to happen. Some random guy or some random woman pick up their child. You got their first and last name. You got the address to where the person live at. You know, say you have their government name. You have the address where they live at. You got the license plate of the car. And in the South, it's like similar to the Caribbean, where you could get your child picked up from school if you are a single parent. Now, it's going to cost you a certain amount of money. Now, with these school buses, it's a lot of issues in the South. You know what I'm saying? Particularly the further south you go. And so we know about certain situations where how can you make a mistake? You know, like he said, I had to stop. Like he said, he's right. You know what I'm saying? And I remember talking to this lady, you know, in Orlando at the time, and she talked about how her sons, you know, went on a bus, and then the bus took them to another route, and she had to go get them. And I say, you need to get them under investigation, because that's how many times? She said a few times. I said the reason why they're doing that is because you're not putting them under investigation. I said what you need to do is tell the company you work for you're gonna take time off. She said, I need the money. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll work on that. Just go take a day off. I'll match what you're making. You know what I'm saying? She was shocked that I did it. You know, I was just talking to her. I said, because you gotta take care of that. And when she took care of it, she haven't had no issues that I know of since then. The point is, this stuff goes on because they do skits. When you're doing very well, you got to understand something. Parents, when you're doing very well, they see the kids coming in looking good, on point. You got your son and daughter on point. You teach them well manners. They want to try to pull the skid off with your children so they can get you out of character as a parent, especially if it's a two-parent home. Oh no, they didn't expect to see the father. They expected to see the mother. So when they see the father, woo-wee, they sharpen. They like, oh, we gotta get more security. We gotta get the so-called black man, the yes man. You're gonna see all of that in this video. You're gonna see that black yes man security guard. He's coming. Stay tuned. Watch.
My child getting home.
I got it. We can keep it.
No, I don't care. Y'all didn't care nothing about my kid when she was missing for 3 times. This is the 3rd time. And you want to talk to me about somebody else's kid and you ain't care about mine?
I understand you.
Don't ask me to be calm. Don't patronize me. Don't chastise me. Don't do it. And you doing it now. So stop. Because it's the 3rd time. I don't care about nobody else's kid out there. And you know what? They need to hear this so they understand what y'all trying to cover up. That y'all losing people's kids.
What's going on?
What you can hear what's going on. You want to know what's going on? Step your ass in here.
Sorry.
That's what you could do. Step in here. The 3rd time that my daughter has been lost. Do you want to talk? Because we can talk. Step in.
Let's go back.
No, we're not going nowhere. We're going to stand right here.
Let me write something down. What you want to share with us?
It ain't nothing for you to write down. What you want to write down? What you want to write down?
This is the first.
But this is my 3rd time though. Understand that as a father. This is my 3rd time that y'all have lost my 5-year-old daughter, my baby. This is the 3rd time y'all lost her.
And
my son called me from the bus crying, wondering where his damn sister is. This is the 3rd time.
And it's crazy that ain't none of y'all heard about this.
Right.
This has happened
and the
3 times.
2nd time, y'all tell me that if we don't come get her by 4 o'clock, y'all ain't responsible for her.
That's what the lady who sits right there said to me. She said that there's a teacher's party at 4 o'clock. And so after 4 o'clock, she's not responsible for my child because she has to go to a teacher's party.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm going to apologize for that. I was off campus yesterday. That's why.
He said,
There it is. There it is, the yes man. You know the yes man. They gotta send the yes man to come on in. You're a parent too. You should be ashamed of yourself kissing these folks behind. That's a yes butler man.
that he was on the bus just a minute ago. He was screaming and crying and telling the bus driver, don't pull off. I need to get off the bus because I'm not allowed to leave without my sister. That's what we told him. Okay. Don't leave without my sister. And whoever was out there directing the buses told him to pull off anyway and don't let my son off the bus. Okay. Now he's screaming and crying because he know.
Imagine you making good money. You making good money. You paying taxes to these schools, to these teachers, to these security, to the police, and to see that they're making these mistakes multiple times. This is a successful guy. So it goes to show you when you're successful, you deal with BS too. You know, being successful, you deal with BS. You thinking you got your kids in the high-end school, you got your kids in these high-end schools and stuff like that, man, it'd be a lot of BS going on in these high-end schools. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't like that you underpaid and understaffed, then leave. Then let the district of that place do something right for you. That's not fair. You don't take it out on the kids because you are getting paid low wages and your staff is short. And that's going to continue. Listen, the school,
that he's not supposed to be without his sister.
The schools right now is not the place. Even the high-end schools is losing staff. Even the high-end schools is losing staff, y'all. I'm telling you, man. This is getting serious. Let's go.
Because this is the third time that this has happened. So for us to watch our own back,
I want to make sure everybody sees and understands.
for us to watch our own back, we told my son, stay with her, because obviously don't nobody in this goddamn office care about her, or she's not your responsibility after 4 o'clock, right? So after that, I said, don't leave without my daughter. So he did what he was supposed to do, but somebody told the bus to go.
You're right.
We'll make sure everybody.
And we work work an hour away from here, so there's no way we can make it to this school on time. This is the third time. The third time. What are we supposed to do?
I don't even trust y'all no more. That's
When he said, I don't trust you no more, now you know what you gotta do. Even though this is a quote unquote high-end school, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go.
terrible.
The last time,
I gotta go
the
to work,
last
and I
time,
gotta worry every day if my daughter is gonna make it on the damn bus.
the last time she was in the hallway sleep, they just skipped over, they just missed over her. In the hallway sleep with a line full of kids, but they missed her. The first time she was wandering around the hallways on the side where the parents pick her up, and she never been on that side of the hallway. So who is watching our child?
Nobody. Nobody. Ain't nobody watching these goddamn
They
kids.
shouldn't have to come to school and be scared. She comes to school and be scared.
As I said earlier, sir, ma'am, I know you may not want to hear this, but this is the first I'm hearing. What I want to do is write down your concern.
Can we write down all three then?
Yes,
Because
you can.
she was here the second time, and if y'all don't know about it, that means nobody knew about it. She didn't say nothing to nobody.
Yeah, that's
He's lying. Ma'am, he's lying. He knows about what's going on. If he's the one who's in charge, he knows exactly what's going on. Don't let him slide because he looked like one of us. No, he's guilty too. I'm tired of these fake wannabe look like us talking about I don't know what's going on. Then what the hell you doing working there if you don't know what's going on? That's how I look at that situation. He full of S. Let's go.
what I want to do. And like I said,
Ain't y'all
I'm a
people in here
dad.
doing their own thing.
And they trying to cover their own stuff up. They covering their own stuff up because y'all.
That's right, sis. Let it be known. That's right. They're covering up their own mess. Call it out. Hey, that's the type of woman you want to have on your team. You want to have a woman that's sharp, that's paying attention, fellas. They didn't know that her husband was going to be there and that he's going to let it be known, and she just pulling out scriptures on their behind. Call it out. Call out these demons. Let's go.
Y'all supposed to know about every single thing that happened to every single one of these kids in here.
You can't expect no parent, especially in my predicament, to come in here and be understanding after this shit done happened 3 times. I was nice to
Now,
her.
what if the next time she done got in somebody's car? What if the next time she done got on the wrong bus and nobody know where she is?
But one time is too many. I agree with you, Dad. I agree with you.
Shut your behind up, Esau. Shut your behind up. And you married, I guarantee you your woman is messing around. You know what? Let me say this. I know y'all gonna say, Rollo, that's being disrespectful. I can see why his woman don't love him. Look at the way he talk. Look at the way he talk. She probably don't give him no nookie no more with his slow behind self. Yo, I'm glad we're talking about this. I can't stand this SOB wannabe security guard capping for these entities. Let's go.
One time is too many. As a parent, I understand that completely.
As a parent, you understand completely my behind, liar.
Let me give you an opportunity to write it down, or I can write it down, whatever you prefer.
I have a notepad.
Okay, write that down. That includes all the names,
I want
you know,
everybody.
everything in
I
there.
want everybody. Yeah. I want everybody. Everybody.
My husband had no idea how we went from paying
All right, that's it, y'all. Hey, so y'all got to see why men are tired of the games. Yep. Golden says, I remember I was 16. I asked the bus driver, are you going to Cabot Hall? She said, no, I got on. She didn't know I walked home. Never been snatched. I didn't know they were on the other side. I've been told. Yeah, they on the other side. For the most part, yeah. So even if you got your children in high-end schools, and you are a person that's working, making serious money, You gotta test these people that's working in these high end schools. Can you imagine you successful, you doing very well for yourself, and you got a bunch of dummies in charge in these schools, and then you got somebody that's head of security can't even function properly with his slow behind self, with his Uncle Ruckus behind self. This is why I say, yo, I'm to the point, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. Before I put my children in any school in the future, I'm gonna check everybody's background check. Hell yeah. I'm gonna check the school background check, the person in charge, who's over the person. I wanna know names if I ever was to put my children in school. Because I'm telling you right now, let me tell y'all something. These companies, a lot of these companies and a lot of these people in these schools, yo, as a parent, yo, G-check all the teachers, know their first and last name, know their environment they stay in, do your research before you put your children in the hands of these entities. Because I'm telling y'all, man, I used to coach back in the days. I didn't ask for money like that. People did support me. You know what I'm saying? I said, this is what I did. When I was doing coaching, I gave them 2 days for free. I said, if you like what I'm doing, then you're going to pay such and such service. That's how I do my thing. I should go back to coaching for real. I should put up a website and do it. At the same time, I'm just giving y'all the knowledge of what's going on. Even though that was a few years ago, it's going on today. Let me give you another video to look into. Let me give you another video to look into. And then we're going to close it out with that. You know. And the crazy part about it is, I expected more people to be in the channel. I know it's early. I expected a lot more people to view this. They thinking this is some red pill. This ain't no red pill talking conversation. This is a serious conversation. This is a serious conversation. Okay? Let me do this. Let's get to it. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to show you what this Gentile said. He's very credible. So I listened to him a few times. So I'm going to give you a credible source. All right. We got a member in the house, Corey Bennett. What's going on? What's going on? To those on the Rollo Sports channel, make sure you hit the thumbs up. To those on the Rollo Sports channel, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thank y'all for subscribing over there. You know, this is sports too. Sports are involved. That's why I'm streaming on 2 different channels, y'all. All right. Okay, let's get to the video. Where's it at? Where's it at? Come on. I have it ready. So what's going on? Okay, hold on a second, y'all. My mistake. 1 second, y'all. I made a mistake on my end. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Hey YouTube, I'm making this video on kind of a weird topic, but I was thinking a lot about it. And I'm a veteran, so I'm wearing glasses because I was at the lake today, and my eyes, I got some eye issues now, so I'm gonna be like Ray Charles on this video and sit here. I'm not going to bob my head back and forth. It actually feels pretty good. But anyway, I'm making this video on yeah, I'm still here. I thought I'd throw that in there. I'm making this video on why I think that men are giving up in the whole society thing. The whole smile till I make it. I don't think it works, and I'm gonna say why. A lot of people think that you can just smile your way through things. And a lot of people actually do smile their way through things, and they get along fine. But those are the people that are like, they kind of learn how to brown nose their way through life. You know, a lot of them are just like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'll be your secretary and this, that, and the other. And I think there's a lot of people that they kind of still play the game. You know, I mean, you got like Amazon drivers and stuff but they work hard. They're out there busting their butt, and a lot of people are still really working really hard. But the people that like say have an education, but are finally seeing through a lot of the nonsense, I think a lot of them are giving up, are just saying, I'm done, I don't want to play this game. And one of the things that I learned early on in life is that you really have to have somebody on your side. Otherwise, life is just, it can be a total freaking disaster. Like, I went in the Marine Corps in 1981. That's 43 years ago. I mean, you know, I'm an old dude. I know I look like I'm 20.
You got to understand that he was at the Vietnam and he saw through the nonsense after coming from Vietnam. You got to understand some of these veterans, right? They saw the handwriting on the wall back in the days. And a lot of people he's saying that's educated, meaning they see the BS. They can see what the veterans is coming from. The people from combat, seeing the nonsense. You know what I'm saying, in the society. So that now more people are waking up. That's why they bringing in people that don't have a mind of their own to be your replacement. Because you got many men of different ethnicity that's born in America see the BS. You can't use the mind F on the men. Now you're starting to see more women coming out and saying, I don't want to work for human resources no more. I don't want to be a RN. I know I got to provide for my babies, yet they coming up with other ideas to make money. They're not working full time for the most part. They downsizing. They telling their children, you know, we might have to downsize, you know, because you're starting to see they like, yo, why is these other people getting more money for their kids and I got kids and we only getting $700 at the end of the year in their taxes. And somebody from another country is getting $15,000. The military the military in other countries get more taken care of. Listen, let me tell you something. The military in other countries, they don't have to pay no rent. They don't have to pay no mortgage. They get all the benefits in the world. Military in other countries, the military in America, the people from the military in America get a small size check, very small size check, and you still got to pay mortgage, and you still got to pay for car and this and that. They don't do that. They give them cars. If something was to happen to them, their family is taken care of for the rest of their life. Mind you, here, where it's more money here than most countries combined, and they suffer the most. And that's what's going on in these 9-to-5s. People want to play this game and act like it's not going on. If you ignore the signs, it's going to catch up to you. I don't ignore the signs. I get it. So what he's saying so far is true. Let's go.
But I'm an older guy. But back then, people would actually, things weren't perfect, but at the same time, people had had pride in what they did. They didn't just show up, and there wasn't any of this quiet quitting and people just show up and they just.
Quiet quitting. Even he knows about quiet quitting. A lot of people are quiet quitting right now, y'all. A lot of people are quiet quitting right now. Let's go. He even knows about it.
Sit around and say, oh, well, I don't know, it's not my job, this, that, and but I was always the one that would show up early. I mean, I'd always just, if I had a job, I would be there. I would just be there. Somebody told me you got to be here, then I'd say, okay, I'll be there, and then I'd be there. And a lot of that was taught as kids. We were taught back in the 70s that, you follow the rules. You learn something and then you follow the rules and then you accomplish your goal, whatever that may be. And then you basically back then people would work like 40 years and be like, okay, well now I get this little watch and I get retirement and I can just sit and everything's fine.
You get a watch while you retire. That's a disrespect. You get a watch while you do 40 years. That's a disrespect. You should, man, look how they disrespect workers, man. This is crazy. Let's go.
But as we got older, as the generation, I've been able to witness all this in my life, and seeing the cultural changes, societal changes and stuff, and then going through my own trials and tribulations and finding success as a Marine, as a Navy veteran, and as a electrician. So, but every one of these jobs, every one of these roles that I had to play, I had to go and actually learn a trade. When I was in the Marines, I had to wear the camouflage uniform and sit there and be on base, and you have to salute the friggin' officers and they come by, and every once in a while a gunnery sergeant would see you with your uniform kind of messed up, and he'd come up and nitpick and start picking off a little, I forgot what they called them, but they called them something when they pick off a thread off your thing. I'm getting so old I don't remember. But back then, if somebody gave you a job, you were actually like proud. You had pride in it. Even now, I'm looking at my electrical apprenticeship graduation certificate, and it's still there. I graduated in 2002. That's 22 years ago. Took me 4 years to get that electrical certification. I worked very hard. I was out there in the field all the time, and busting my ass. And but I took pride in it. I was really excited about getting off the labor roles. I was a laborer, and then I was like, I got an opportunity to go be an electrician or go to the school, and so I was like, oh my God, this is great. And sure enough, I got out in the field, and I had a guy that was probably 15 years younger than me telling me to, go dig a ditch. But the way I was brought up is that somebody gives you an order, especially like in the Marines, you would do what you were told to do, and then you'd do it to your best ability. And that's what I think that a lot of like men, like real men, not like pansy people that are just like, kiss the ass my way to the top. People that actually took pride in their jobs. But everything has become so digitized and so just everything's like, you have to be so grammatically correct and socially.
There it is. You have to be grammatically correct and social distanced. You can't talk about certain things as a man because you will be penalized. That's what's going on in New York right now. You got a lot of guys that I grew up with. And when I saw them, I could not believe what I was hearing. I said, yo, I got to go. I got to go. It's no way that I could let my manhood desensitize just to get a job. Hell no. That's like some industry thing. That you gotta lower your values just to make money. Nah, all money ain't good money. I'm sorry. All money ain't good money. If I have to lower myself as a man to get a job, F that. F that for real. I'm gonna play it for another minute or two, and then we're gonna end it.
Accepted and all this other stuff. That I think a lot of guys that like, I think a lot of them are saying, I don't want to play that anymore. I'm they're holding up their hands. They're saying, I'm done. I can't do this, And the facilitators behind this seems to me to be groups of people,
Yeah.
A lot of women groups. There's been a lot of stuff over the years where women, which is good, the women's empowerment. I think that's a great thing. But, when you take it to the point where you're bashing men,
they being threatened to bash men. They being threatened, and now they being replaced by non-American women who are becoming their managers and supervisors in superiority. So while they was doing what they was doing to the men because they was threatened to do it, now they waking up on the internet talking about, hey, we need to get together as Americans. We being replaced by these women from other countries. They're the ones who's getting the homes. Could you imagine you're a woman in America and you've been doing what you was told to do? You thought you was doing the right thing. And now that the men are so subordinate to you and depending on you, now you got women from other countries taking a man of the cream of the crop, giving him a house, giving him a car. He's under authority over her. He's not authority over her. She's authority over him. And you got them on the internet letting you know about it too. Man, oh man, oh man. The times we are in. We live in a time such as never before, like the Bible say. Let's go.
I think that's not right. And if society stands behind that type of attitude, then men are screwed. They're like, oh my God, it's like everybody's against me. So I think the men in general are really starting to say, you know what, I'm bowing out. Myself included, even though I'm retired, I still feel the societal pressures. Even though I've got all these things I've done in the past, 2 honorable discharges, worked as an electrician for about 10, 12 years, something like that. And I'm still like, I don't want anything to do with society because I don't like I don't like the way it looks. I don't see people that are proud of what they're doing. I see a lot of finger pointing and, he did this or he did that. I shouldn't have to do this and that kind of stuff. And so I think a lot of us, especially older people are just like, I don't know what to say anymore.
Exactly. So let me go to the comments. Let me go up. Lestro said something earlier. She says, just working. Weather's nice. How you been? Oh, Lestro, don't tease me. Don't tease me like that, Lestro. I'm dealing with this Liberace cold weather. I'm dealing with this Liberace cold weather, Lestro. Oh, no. I know it's nice out there in Tessiania, in Houstonian. Oh, my goodness. I miss the lovely weather down in the South, y'all. I do. I got to deal with this Liberace nonsense weather. Oh, my goodness. It's all well and good. It's all well and good. Let's see if I miss any other comments. Let's see. Anything else I'm missing? Let's see. Yeah, that's my backup channel. Yo, that's my other channel, y'all. That's my other channel. I say hi to her. The Rollo Sports channel. Yeah, check it out. Yeah. DW said, what's up? Yo, what's up, DW? What's going on? Yeah. Industry, lower your value, I see. Oh, absolutely. Hey, so it's good to see y'all. I know these type of topics most people may not be interested in. However, the point of this coming out is to let y'all know what's going on up to date in 2024. I'm gonna talk about it, about the quiet quitters is called. I forgot what it's called. Quiet quitters. Yeah, I gotta do another episode on that. Yo. So if you like the video, appreciate it. Make sure you share the video. And also, if you send something to the Cash App, I'll shout you out on a later video. This is Floridian Rollo, and those who's watching on the Rollo Sports channel, thank you for